way things are going, your mom and I are kind of worried about you. As you may have already figured out, I am token old, but chronologically challenged comic on the program tonight. 67, going on 80. The golf course of life, I'm clearly on the back nine. But people say to me, come on, age is just a state of mind. Well, my current state of mind is one of forgetfulness and confusion. I'd appreciate if somebody could stay after the show and help me find my keys. But I'm trying to maintain a positive attitude. Look at this as the discovery phase of my life. As nearly every day, I discover another body part that either can't or won't do what it used to be able to. Can we all agree that New Jersey is probably not the best place in the world to be a senior citizen? Very expensive, the winters are cold. But Florida, where I do spend a lot of time, totally different situation. Down there, toasty warm, and being old is considered cool. Maybe because the herd has been thinned out a bit down there. Ladies consider me hot. Kind of old Italian stag. Why is that funny? Are you always cool to strangers? So I was in Florida, I figured, let me try Match.com. I need a photo. So I get out an old high school picture. Because I realized that the photos on Match are kind of like the obituary in the New York Times, where you see a guy who died at 100, and the picture shows him kind of rowing in the 1930s with a Harvard through. I also needed a profile. Didn't have one. I drafted one up. It was so exaggerated that I qualified for the Pulitzer Prize for fiction. Submitted everything, and before you know it, boom, all kinds of responses. Lots of responses. Yeah, from women. Believe it or not. I said, I need to look into this. So I'm out on a date. A wonderful woman. Beautiful blue eyes. Beautiful matching blue hair. I figured the onus is on me to kind of start the ball rolling. I say, hi Brenda. Hi Brenda. Can you hear me? Look here. Focus, both eyes. Left eye too. There you go. Excellent. I'm very flattered that you contacted me. What was it you found attractive? Says, well, to be honest, the picture was kind of a turn on. There you were, standing there, no walker, no cane. I like that in a man. But what really turned me on, and I can't believe I'm talking like this, and forgive me if I'm being too forward. What really turned me on was the thing you said about the kind of thing you can still do for a woman. Not that many women down here are still getting that from their men. I'm interested. So I say, well, tell me, Brenda, be more specific. She says, well, what really turned me on when you said you could still drive at night. Now I'm thinking a couple things. One, this woman is hot to try. Although the idea of her trying seems like it could have possibly happened. Second, being a guy, wondering, does the carpet match the blue drapes? It's just a thought. And the third thought was, can I think of some quick Barry White lyrics? But I figure this is my shot. I'm going for the whole enchilada. So I go into my seductive stance, which I've been working on. Go ahead, movement. So Brandon, is the stallion Italian going to see some sexy little panties tonight? He looks at me with a good eye. Says, depends. Just forgive me. It would have been worse. She could have said, always. Let's move on to some safer territory. So who decided that we're required to fill out a survey every time we either do or buy anything? Isn't life tough enough without having to relive every experience, some of which are pretty painful? Do you really need my input regarding the $10 tractable hose I bought from Amazon before you're willing to step up and make that kind of commitment? All this the feedback. So I think my first experience with it was a number of years ago. I'm driving down the turnpike, a big 16-wheeler cuts me off. The light is flashing in front of my eyes. And I'm thinking, is the last thing I'm going to see the back of that truck, a little sign that says, how's my driving? Their phone number. It's funny what you think of in situations like that. So a question popped into my mind. Does this big teamster guy driving that truck really appreciate feedback from me about his driving? You know? And what's the point of it anyway? Are we supposed to stop at the next rest stop and have a frappuccino together or something like that? Not likely to happen. Nonetheless, this whole survey thing is spreading all over the place. I took a flight the other day. We land. We're still on the plane. And I get a text from the airline saying, how do we do? Okay, who can play this game? So I respond, well, we were late. But all the passengers made it to their destination alive. That's good. But that's kind of your basic job. So I give you a C+. You could have had a B-. You just given us some damn peanuts. And if the pat down and security had not included the body cavity space. Or maybe if it had. But I figure you gotta get with the program. Modernize yourself. So I said to my girlfriend, look, after sex, I want you to rate scale of 1 to 10 how satisfying the event was. I got a few 2s and 3s, which were hurtful. But what really hurt was the not applicable. Now, New Jersey has its own form of craziness. We have a governor who closes beaches on the 4th of July so that he can use them. I think he's confusing the words governor and owner. And I don't know if you happen to see the picture of Christie and his family, his posse, spread out on the beach. Really. At first I thought it was a Weight Watchers ad. I said, boy, Oprah has really let herself go again. And I wondered, how do you even get out of it? Is there like an official New Jersey vehicle, let's say Front Loader 1, that brings him out there? Because it's hard to picture him waddling on the beach, dragging a beach chair. So apart from that, what's next? So he said his excuse was that he was only on the beach for 40 minutes. What's the big deal? It's hard to imagine him even getting on the beach in 40 minutes. And isn't 40 minutes kind of medium rare for pork. I think one thing that's kind of annoying about being from New Jersey is what happened when you are out of state and you meet someone who finds out you're from New Jersey. What's the first question they ask? It's your turn now. Thank you very much. What do you got to say? What a jerk. Not you. You got a theoretical joke. Right, exactly. Usually they'll start, hey, Jersey, what accent? Sopranos. Forget about it, right? Okay, at this point, my intellectual side says I can now act as a goodwill ambassador for the state of New Jersey. Because what I say to this guy in the next 30 seconds will probably affect his view of New Jersey for the rest of his life. I try to say something appropriate, like, hey, Gabon. Nobody says Jersey. Not all gangsters, but if you say it again, I cap both your knees. That usually breaks the ice. And I generally then invite the person to come alone to New Jersey on the next day. That's my time. Thanks, guys.